Welcome to DnD Jamaica, the Caribbean campaign. I'm Andre, your DM, and joining me today are Domo.
Hey!
Zoe.
Hi.
Karl.
Hello.
And Drew.
Hola.
Alright, so a bit of preamble. I really like Dungeons and Dragons and listen to a lot of campaigns. But this one is for the black nerds out there, unless it's terrible, in which case, no, the black nerds have been through enough. Sorry, blurs. I wanted to throw in some Caribbean lore to the D&D settings. So it also has some history like pirates, plantations, and a smidge of genocide. But I didn't want to stick
just
to
the fun stuff.
The fun, like, you need it.
The
It's
wholesome
for the melting
stuff for the
pot.
kids.
I mean, the ones that survive the transit.
So how much of this are going to be editing out?
No.
Really,
What's your oath?
keeping it real.
So instead of we're moving away from the human races because that's boring, and this is D&D, and we have access to so many other races. So instead of white versus black versus Indian versus Arawak, it's more elves enslaving humans, and instead of Spanish wiping out the Arawaks, it's the snake people wiping out the bird people. So it's alternate universe. No countries as we know exist. And should I go into the history or should we jump right in?
I mean, a little backstory.
A little, yeah, history.
Alright,
So
so
nobody knows anything about this world.
that makes sense. It is a homebrew.
We're not going to do a Game of Thrones.
No, we still use D&D countries like Faerun and Fandolin and Wayme, but there's some homebrew ones thrown in, such as the island of Gemlaria, which is a country in the West Islands. Originally it had the bird people and lizard folk inhabitants, but then like 300 years ago, the Yuan-Ti, which is a D&D race of snake people, came. They were led by their lead explorer, Constrictor Columbus, and he, the looks on your faces, he discovered...
I just want to say this is the first time I'm hearing this.
Yes.
In such details. I love it.
They discovered the island, decimated the native bird and lizard people population, and then began importing human slaves. Fast forward 150 years later, the Sun Elven Kingdom drove off the snake folk, and then, because this is a lot of generations for humans, but elves live a very long time, so it's just been one generation for them. And the king who was in charge at that time is about to die, like really old, and they're wondering if when he relinquishes the crown, the new ruler, his daughter, who's more liberal, will continue the system of oppression that currently exists. And that's the world you live in at the current moment. And after that, let's begin. So we are starting where it's dawn. The sun rises over a crystal blue ocean, the seabirds are singing in the distance, and the white rays of sunshine cut through the cold, misty dawn. A pirate ship, the Riptide, slices through the ocean. Marcon, you all are already awake. Karl, can you please describe your character? I want your race, your class, like a brief history, and your whole aesthetic. What does your boy look like?
Alright, so hi, I'm Karl and I'm playing Marcon Ramondo. He is a human druid who is actually one of the escaped slaves. As for the aesthetic, he's kind of a tan complexion with very rugged hair, not very long, kind of shorter on the sides and longer on top. As for it's kind of aesthetic clothing wise, he's actually wearing there's some kind of tinted leathers.
I think I described it as just the detritus of the ocean. Like you had just like leathers from all sorts of different sea animals and whatnot. Like
so, there's a mix of maybe like crocodile hide, some alligator hide. I'm not sure which one's the sea one, so salt water.
A turtle shield. Oh, that was my turtle
shield. Okay. Turtle shell shield slung across his back, and he has like a weird bit of driftwood, almost like a small handle with almost like a cage of driftwood at the top on his hip.
If driftwood was a person,
this would be the hand of it. Making a small.
Oh no, I mean your whole character is just like if driftwood was a person.
It's kind of an amalgamation of bits of clearly styled bits of shells, leathers.
Yeah, like seashell, whole beach vibe, surfer aesthetic.
You just can't tell if he's human or not.
No, you can definitely tell it's human. You can see his face and stuff, but he definitely looks like that kind of beach cover kind of person.
Yeah,
nice.
That just decided to wear everything he combed off the beach.
Yes.
Yeah.
A level 1 druid, Marcon. So your Captain Patina calls to you, Marcon. And you see walking in is a kind of muscular, short, white-set Triton woman. She is, the Triton are, as you know, a race of underwater sea folk. She has this blue, teal, greenish hue, and all over her skin you have these reddish, brownish pop marks that look like oxidized copper. She has the whole patina. I don't know if you know that patina finish on like the Statue of Liberty, but that's her whole aesthetic. She walks in and she points to the ship ahead of you in the distance and says, "The Troubadour, it is listed to have 200 units of livestock," and she put livestock in air quotes because it's a podcast and you can't hear those. We're about to launch the ambush. Are you ready, Marcon?
Just part the seal of my ass, Captain, and we can get going.
Okay. And she looks you like...
Are we taking them from below?
Of course. And as you know, the Riptide, because of its crew of semi-aquatic races, so you have a Triton captain, you have a ground cook, you have like Genasi crew members, you have a bunch of people like sea elves that can just dip under the water like a submarine to ambush these ships. Everybody but you, Marcon. So your job basically in these missions has been to take another boat, save the livestock or whatever else you're rescuing. Livestock, people, captives. Right. And get them off before your crew sinks the ship.
Yep.
So you head up to the bunk and you see your crew there and you're looking at them and you've grown up with them your entire lives. They rescued you long ago and kept you on because you were all special. And you would think your captain likes you, but she has a very rough exterior. And she turns to you and says, "Remember, Marcon, if things go south, do not try to follow us. Your only priority is escape. We are hardened pirates. You are still," and then she kind of looks at you with a cold eye, but kind of lovingly still, "weak. If anything goes south, then we will go south to Manapa, where you can meet us. Get going."
Aye, Captain.
As you head to the boat, Goulash, the cook, which is a ground frog folk, she's the cook for your boat, but it's a poisonous frog people, so you guys do get food poisoning from time to time. He says, "Marcon, I know this is tough, but your mother," and then Patina interrupts her, "Your captain." Yes, your captain loves you very much. Now give Mommy Goulash a kiss."
I'll be fine, and I'm gonna lean in. As I'm about to kiss, it's like,
Yeah, she
and
kisses.
then not actually, just that the air kiss.
Nope, she kisses you on the cheek. Do a concept.
Good.
Good advantage. You've been living on the ship with her. and eating your food.
That's 18 plus 2, 20.
Yeah, you are very used to this. Feel a bit nauseous, but shake it off, and you continue up while they start to do the spells to allow the water to come in, to allow the ship to sink.
Yeah, I'm gonna head up to the sideboard.
Yeah, and you look back at them. A lot of times when you do go on these missions, you don't see these people again, but that's how it goes. As you go outside, you see the Troubadour, the ship that has the livestock, as they call it. You head towards it. Patina puts up the fog cloud that usually they use to protect you and mask their entrance. And you are at the side of the ship, and they have already blasted a hole in the hull of it to allow you to do your thing. You look through the hole and roll a D100, and you see about 200 humans in there. Roll a D100 just to see how much you can get off into your sideboard.
That's a 40 and an 8.
Oh, 48. Alright. That's enough people, I guess. Most of them are sick. Is like not entirely your fault. You're working with a time limit. You get those amounts in there, and suddenly you see a ship rise, but it's not the riptide. It comes from under the water, and you notice the barnacle, which is a ship. It's known for attacking other ships from below as well. It's pirated by some sea elves that can be hired to protect other ships. So you figure that the Troubadour hired
Barnacle now
to protect them
exactly.
from exactly this. You notice as well that there's the sound of explosion coming from under the water. It seems that the barnacle is attacking the riptide.
Can I see the barnacle currently?
Yeah. You remember your pirate's words to just leave. Take them to safety.
And get out. From where I am, can I see the sail of the ship? The Troubadour?
The Troubadour is still up. It's still floating.
Can I see its sail?
Yeah, you can see the entire ship.
Roughly how far away is the sail?
It is.
I figure it's a fairly large ship, a sizable sail.
Yeah. Don't ask me to do math card. It's a big ship. It's a big sail. You can see all of it.
Okay. After I get as many people as I can onto my light rescue boat.
Yeah. And what's your passive perception?
15.
15. You also notice that there's another merchant ship behind you in the distance. Like a mile or so.
That's weird. Oh shit. This is not working out. Yep.
You know your fog cloud won't last very long.
Very long.
And you remember the words of your captain.
We don't normally attack merchant ships, we only attack slave vessels.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to conjure up a ball of fire using produce flame, and I'm going to try and hurl it at the sail of the Troubadour.
Alright, it's a roll to hit, right?
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
It's a 7.
That's a 7. You throw fire against the hull of a boat that is very wet. Nothing happens.
Yeah. I'm just going to try and take my lifeboat and just start heading off.
Okay,
I'm
towards.
taking what I can, and I'm going to head off towards, what's the island you mentioned?
Oh no. That island would be way too far for you to get
In this
refugees
kind of
to.
boat?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Alright,
But you do see, you know that the island of Gemlaria is really close behind you.
the merchant ship is probably going to be elven merchants.
It's very likely. Yeah. But you can use it to hide from the. It's very likely also that the barnacle hasn't seen you yet, and you can use this to at least hide from the barnacle.
Use a merchant ship to hide from them?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'm gonna head over to the merchant ship.
Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna tell this lady, shh, we're gonna get you out of here. Just stay quiet, stay low.
Do a stealth check.
Alright. I also don't want you. Hey, we're going awesome today. Alright, so that's a 10.
That's a 10.
Yes.
Alright. Oh, with advantage, you're on the fog club.
Oh. Okay, that makes it a 14.
Okay, alright, good. Alright, moving on. So, Amari, you are aboard the Tourmaline, which is a medium-sized merchant ship owned by your father. You are waking up just at the soft light of dawn with the chill sea air flowing in through the window. As you wake up, you remember that this is not your cabin. In the dim light, you will see a reflection of yourself in the bedside mirror. Zoe, would you please describe your character?
Okay, so Amari is...
Get the full name.
Amari Galanodel.
I can pronounce it.
Right. She's a half-elf, as you say, class.
Yes, race, class, history, aesthetic.
Okay. So Amari Galanodel is a half-elf rogue, actually. Grew up on this merchant ship with her father, who is a elf. Her aesthetic is very piratical, and she hasn't been on land in a long time, so she's gonna need to work on that probably.
Get them land legs.
Yeah, so ruffled collar, low cut, everything, close fitting, everything, and she has a kind of out of control short afro that she's wearing earlier.
What was your background again? Sailor. I think it was the same for Marcon as well. Sailor background. Pirate. Yeah, you were a sailor with the pirate variant
So I'm
background.
He's pretty.
Yeah, of course. And also beside you in this bedside mirror, you see the ship's alchemist, Zavi. Zavi is your shipmate. Mate, haha, you know what I mean. He's a wood elf alchemist who works for your father. And being an elf, he technically doesn't sleep. But so he's been up for like the past few hours reading with a soft lantern. And then notices that you're awake. And he says, "Hey lass," and then he looks at his pocket watch and says, "Look at the time. You're the one that said you didn't want your father finding out about us." So
I need to go. I grab on clothes real quick.
you know you could stay, right? You're a big girl, and
No, I don't want you to die. I'll be fine. So sneak to the door. Look out.
you do a perception check.
That is 24.
Oh damn! Yeah. So you hear your father approaching from long ago, like before he even turns the corner, and Mr. Galanodel. He's going, "Xavier."
Look around the room.
So he's still around the corner.
Okay. How far am I from a different room that I could like dash into real quick?
About 15 feet. You think you can have like a little time to get there.
Okay, yeah, doing that as fast as possible.
Alright, and he is do a dex throw for me, please. Stealth. Call it stealth.
Not great.
What?
That is. Wait, give me a second.
What was the roll itself?
It was an 8.
Hey, that's not bad.
It's an 8 plus 750.
Oh, because the DC was 15. So he says, "Xavier, I'm going to ask you once again not to leave your components lying around, especially in the kitchen. You see, not everyone in this ship can read, Xavier. The cook almost used this bottle of wyvern blood as vinegar. I could have been poisoned, Xavier. Can you imagine living on a boat where your meals are poisoned?" And then you hear like a commotion at the side of the ship, just like a boom. A slight boom on the side of your ship. And pretty soon a crew member runs to Mr. Galanodel and whispers something in his ear, and you see him leave the room and go up to the top deck.
Okay, I'm dragging on the remainder of my clothes as quickly as possible. Alright. Okay, job. Alright, fixed up. I casually stroll out, like, I left a room or I left my room.
Just like
Back to the deck.
do you go to the top where your father is, or do you stay with Zavi?
I'm going to go back to my room first.
Okay. Powder in.
Yes.
And you, Mr. Galanodel, at the top of the thing. Marcon, you hear when you get to the side of the boat, hiding from the barnacle. You hear in your head, just, what are you doing here?
Who are you?
Look up.
Shit.
About 100 feet up, you see a high elf pointing at you.
Shit, we're hiding. Shh, there's been an attack. I'm hiding some slaves. Is he floating or is he?
No, he is on
the...
his ship. His ship is just above,
right,
like
okay.
the ship is that tall.
He's looking over the side of the ship.
Yeah, the side of his ship. And then Mr. Galanodel realizes that you have the boat full of escapees. And you see like his face look puzzled a bit, like he doesn't know what to do. Amari, come here!
I'm gonna look back towards where the troubadour ship was.
Yeah,
That was, and where the barnacle and the riptide was and should have been.
yeah.
Do I see anything happening over there?
You see them start to sail off in the distance away from the island.
Okay.
But you do, like, you see lights coming from under the water. You think that there's some explosions and stuff happening.
Okay, so I head up the deck. I head up to the deck and lean over and look down. What?
Yeah, and Amari, you know that your father is more open-minded
Yes.
than the high elves of his era, but you've never actively seen him take action. But like at this moment, you just see him purr something together. Like
I'm definitely glaring at him and kind of wary about what he's about to do.
no, he doesn't. He doesn't notice you. Like he is a full internal monologue.
No, that's
Amari almost looks like he's trancing at the moment, like asking,
Trying to figure out what to do.
trying to figure. He's merchant and a moon elf. The high elf in this era, it's usually sun elves that are like in the highest position of power. So you would notice Marcon because you just see a high elf looking at you and pointing.
Exactly.
But there's a whole internal monologue going on for him, and then he finally says, "Bring them on deck quickly! Hide them in the cargo hold." And he tosses a rope down to you, Marcon.
You need help? Hi. Waves.
Yes. Okay, guys, start going up like rope. I'm guiding the slaves, so sorry, time and rope. I'm gonna stay on the boat as long as possible.
And then one of the slaves turns to you and says, we're not slaves, we're captives. So like he's just holding up the rope. He goes
Climb
up.
up the damn rope.
You want to take him off the boat?
So do a athletics check. I want you to do one for the captive just to see how quickly this happens.
I'm trying to help stabilize the rope if that helps.
Oh yeah, do it with advantage.
With that one.
Yeah, 20.
Not 20. Alright,
They
everybody.
weren't doing so well, but
All 48 go up. Amari helps stabilize the ropes. They get in, they go up, and do a perception check. Amari and Marcon.
14.
19.
Okay. You notice an albatross approaching your father's ship. Your father's ship, Amari. You both notice this.
I start pulling out a knife.
A knife. It is bad luck to say an albatross. And as it perches on the bow of your father's ship, it opens its mouth and a very commanding voice comes out. There have been reports of piracy and slave theft in the seas. We've commissioned the Royal Navy to search all the vessels that intend to dock in the Elven water. And Amari, you see your father panic.
And you should panic. Okay, wait, no.
I'm gonna stand
Your father replies very quickly into the mouth of the albatross, just shouting into it. We weren't stopping in these waters. We're on our way to Manapa, and your father just sends the bird off, and then immediately sends orders down. Raise the anchor, open the mast, full speed to Manapa.
Okay, Amari remembers seeing a bird come to send a message before, and remembers very clearly that you don't actually need to shout into its mouth to respond.
I don't know how your technology works, Amari. You can teach me how those work later.
Okay, alright.
But I can't have anything happen to you though. Young man, what's your name? He turns to you, Marcon.
My name is Marcon.
That's not important. Can you please bring my daughter to shore?
I like your look, it's very cute.
Flirt with him later on your own time, Amari. And he turns to you, Amari. Here, take this, and he gives you basically a bubble bag full of gold and like just what's left. It's your starting equipment.
Oh, we're doing this now. Alright. This is so much over.
And in case you find your mother, give this to her, and he like shoves something in the bag.
Okay.
Why are you helping us? You're an elf.
Because, okay, firstly, racist. Secondly, have you looked around at the crew on the ship?
No. I now look around at the crew on the ship.
It's elves. All you see, it's mostly elves, but like it's a bit diverse because like you'll have dwarves and gnomes, maybe not half elf or so. So like this would be considered diverse in this.
Yeah.
You would just say elves.
Yeah, I've seen this shit.
It's wood elves and so, which would be the lower class, but you have been living out at sea. You just know elves.
Exactly.
David says, "I'm coming too."
Are you sure that's a good idea?
No. You know, Savvy stout of a coward.
Savvy, look, people are going to be getting sick. You do alchemy, stay here, help them. You probably are more useful to him than I am right now, so you should probably stay.
Roll persuasion.
That's not great. It's not great. Plus, what is it plus?
Shit, that's always interesting.
What was the original roll?
It is a 5.
Oh dear gosh.
It's a 5 plus, like, 5.
10. Alright, let me roll against it at least. 17. He is damn well coming. He jumps down to the full 100 feet to the boat below. Shit. Boom. Just knocks himself almost out cold.
Amari's laughing.
What?
Jumped onto which boat? The Riptide?
No, jumps out of the Tourmaline, which is the merchant ship, onto your...
The Riptide?
No, Riptide
Sorry,
is the big boat. The dinghy, the rescue boat that you have.
And she starts digging in his pockets. He must have something for that.
Don't break the ship!
Oh, okay, y'all climbing down?
Yeah, I am climbing down because I'm not stupid. And there's a rope here. There's a whole entire rope. Yeah, when I get down there, I'm going to search his pockets to see if he has anything for concussions.
It's just like basilisk blood and just the raw ingredients for this. You don't know how he mixed this to make anything
Why
useful.
didn't you? Alright. It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm still kind of glaring less hostile, more wary and curious at the clearly captain of this ship, the guy in charge, who's seemingly helping us escape.
You see,
What are you playing at?
he shows you like just a symbol, and then when he recognizes that you don't like have any clue as to what it means, he just like shrugs and puts it back and keep my daughter safe. Alright. You guys sail towards the island of Gemlaria, and on this island near the coast, it is a port that you'll be heading towards. It is surrounded by cliffs, and the cliffs kind of look like different body parts. One cliff in particular looks like a giant toe, which gave it the name Portmanteau. And you're just heading towards this. The look of hatred in your eyes, guys, is palpable. And Drew, on the outskirts of the town of Westmost, an elf awakes in the car that he slept in. Drew, will you tell us about Draik Tilt?
Yes. Draik Tilt is I'm gonna try my best to do it in the best English accent I can basically muster.
No, wait, do your regular voice first, and then when you speak as Draik, you do
Are
it.
you sure?
Yes.
You sure, man?
Yes.
That's Australian, isn't it? Yeah.
10 out of 10. No, yeah.
Alright. Right. So, Draik is a elf. Alright. He is a high elf. He works, he does odd jobs, and he tries his best to survive in this world because he knows that it's very easy to be free to become a slave and be sold. Alright? Doesn't matter which race you are. So he's kind of indiscriminate.
What was his class again? Fighter. Yes. And what does he look like? Just real quick.
Medium build, kind of ruggedish look. Short here. Has a few scars on his face. Yeah, been in a few fights. And essentially, he's just there's nothing really that, pronounced to him. He just looks like a regular guy, just like he's an elf.
A regular guy, regular elf with a criminal background.
Yes.
It's one of the mill.
Yeah, pretty much. Just a criminal background, just nothing to
write home about, just the entire criminal. So you head into the town of Westmost. It's a seaside fishing village, and it consists mainly of like different businesses, markets, military outposts, and a port. While in the town, you pass a little beggar. It's a blind girl with some coins in a bowl, and she's just screaming, "Your fortune for a silver! Read your fortune for a silver!" And you realize
silver.
No one seems to be looking at you, and do a investigation or a perception check. I think this is perception.
Okay. Can I borrow one of these? Sure. 15?
Okay, yeah. You notice that there is about 20 silver pieces in the bowl, which is an outrageous amount of money for like a beggar to have. And you also notice that no one is looking at you.
So I take some copper pieces out.
Okay, not bad.
And I stick my hand in the bowl, and I drop 3 copper pieces, and I take up 2 silver.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Do a stealth check for me, please.
Okay. That would be. I'll be 12.
Because this girl can see the future. And when you reach into the ball, she doesn't notice you at first, like nothing. But as soon as you turn to walk away, you'll hear like the ball rattle. And you look around and she's staring right into your eyes, but like there's no pupils or anything, but like she's looking right at your eyes, and she says to you, "You squandered your time with the selfish pursuit of ruthlessness and money.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
But despite your dark past, the end of your days will be quite sunny." And
oh, that's nice. That's very lovely. Thank you. Oh, lovely, nice girl.
And as you walk away, where are you headed? You can't go to the marketplace, you can't go to the cliff, you can't go to the shore.
I'm going to go to the marketplace.
Okay. As you turn to head toward the marketplace, give me another perception check.
Okay, that is. That is. Okay, that's an 8.
Okay. You're fine. It's all fine. It's all good. You love your life. Everything is perfect.
Nice. This is fun. This is
What is
fun.
it like?
Definitely fine. Otto. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me start it off. At the top of the hill in the town of Westmost is the Embers Manor. Domo, your character wakes up after sunrise. Not really wakes up, just awakens from a trance, as usual in a very plush bed. A servant opens your window as the rays of sunlight bombard you and just gets you out of your elven trance. Domo, can you please describe the character Ottowan Embers?
Yeah, so Otto is a sun elf, noble background, so he has a nice life. Little backstory: his father is the advisor to the minister in town. His mother is a scholar. He lives with his nanny.
He has many servants. He also has
Yes,
a nanny.
but his nanny that's very close to him, Cassandra, as well as his cat Percival.
Yes, you are. What's the class?
I am a wizard.
Yes,
Yes, so
wizard. So
arcane
you
arts.
have a familiar called Percival.
Yes.
He is a white, fluffy cat. I think we settled on the fact that he's fat, right? Basically,
Yes.
white Garfield. I think we noticed. And you, in the noble background, we homebrewed it a bit because you will get either 3 retainers or some features where you'll be respected in our communities and so. So we gave you 1 retainer or 1 person to follow behind you, and also like 2 things. I think you can go anywhere and your name will be recognized, and you will get all the privilege of being upper class. There was another thing where the common people respect you, but I think we took that out and replaced it with you having a retainer because the common people may just treat you going for. So you head down to breakfast,
Yes, definitely. It's the usual routine in the house.
and Mrs. Drusilla Embers turns towards you and says, "Otto, you're not even touching your breakfast. Why? I slaved over a kitchen. Well, I told the slave what to do in the kitchen to make this breakfast, and you're not even eating. You're simply wasting away."
No, Mom. I just have a weird feeling about today.
It's not because of the whole thing that you keep bringing up, is it?
Otto remains silent and looks bewildered at his food.
She sighs, and your father shoots you a look. And I'm trying to remember your father's name. It was some hoity-toity stuff. Oh dear God. Octavius Embers. There we go.
Of course.
Octavius Percival Embers. His cat is named after his father's middle name.
Okay. Do it.
And your mother says to you, "Otto, old Nana made you your favorite, journey cakes." And old Nan pipes in, "Is Johnny Cake recorded, ma'am?"
I chuckle out.
But your father just shoots a look to old Nan for interrupting and turns to you and says, "Otto, you spoiled, naive ingrate. You younger generation of elves have no appreciation for the wars of the prestigious elders of the Sun Elf bloodline, and they would give you the luxury that you so adamantly squander. You keep prattling on about the equality for humans, but it's proven that they're simply lesser beings. Do you know they're probably descended from monkeys? Plus they only live a few decades or so. They don't have innate magic. Therefore, it's quite obvious that the humans need our guidance or help. Otherwise, these dullards would probably be in a cave somewhere painting walls. It's been scientifically and magically proven, Otto." And then Mrs. Embers says, "Darling, don't! Not in front of the help. They're right there. They can hear you." And then he just shoots her a look. "So what, should I cower in fear of humans in my own home?" I'm only stating the obvious, Otto. But if you're so keen to refuse these benefits that our esteemed system of labor have forged, then why don't you go fending for yourselves, Otto?
Maybe I will, Dad.
Oh, really? Griselda and his cats. Get the young Embers bags. He's going on a trip.
I storm out of the room.
You hear Mrs. Embers, Octavius, you simply can't throw the boy out every time you two have one of your roles. What if he fancies the abolitionist? It's a free country. And then Mr. Embers turns to her. No, dear, it decidedly is not a free country. Ottowan, if you wish to waste your existence empathizing with the employee, then do it outside.
I stay there for at least 2 seconds contemplating my life. Do I want to give up this plush, nice life, or do I want to follow my drive and free slaves? I storm out of the house.
Oh dear.
Well, grabbing the bag that was prepared for
The
me.
buggle, man.
You don't leave without the bag, good God.
Would this be the first time that you've been kicked out, Otto?
I mean, yes, fully. I've been threatened to be kicked out several times before for my rebellious nature. But I guess today was just the day I've had it. I've had enough.
And as you leave, you hear a voice behind you. Hey, don't forget about me! And you see Cassandra, who is also a high elf, but a moon elf in this case, which in this kingdom they're viewed as being less prestigious than sun elves, but they'll be the middle class in this society. And so you having a moon elf maid is kind of fancy. Yeah. But she is more than like a maid to you. She's actively your friend. She wears like a bodice and a jumper. Like
Alright.
And so you head down the hill and back over to the sea. We see Marcon, Amari, and an unconscious Savvy coming into port. You guys are rolling on the waves. I need some. These would be dexterity checks, saving throws.
Do we both have advantage because we're both?
No, you don't have advantage. Mostly because you're trying to keep your first mate from falling overboard. You told me explicitly not to, but you're transfer your persuasion. What's the check saves? Okay.
9?
Oh,
9?
well, she's in the water.
Amari gets thrown overboard.
Yes. Roll to see if let me roll for Zavi. Just to see like if you not 20.
He's unconscious. He's unconscious.
He's stuck on the branches. The slaves are sitting on him actually. He's well.
So if you were successful in your save, I would have assumed that he's up there, but since he is since you fell off, I've just made him roll to see whether or not. But he's up there.
I'm gonna yank out some rope and give to one of the slaves to throw to her.
No, you don't have.
No, the slaves went up onto the merchant ship.
Also captives, they prefer.
Sorry, they stayed on the merchant ship.
They said on the merchant ship.
Oh,
Yeah, so you
Yes,
are.
Jesus.
Yeah, just going into port, you two.
oh.
Do you want to throw that rope to
Yes, I'm
her?
gonna try and throw the rope to her.
Okay.
I can't just like try to climb back on.
You can also do it. You're a strong, independent woman.
I mean, he has a rope, but I'm not gonna say no to rope.
Alright, try to get back on with advantage.
Oh god. That's what. Thanks? Acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Okay, 17 plus stuff, so 20 something.
Alright, that's good enough. You don't even need the advantage. You didn't even need the rope. She just climbs back on.
He handed me the rope and I'm like,
Now is not a good time to go swimming, lass. What the hell are you doing?
Did you take Amari's accent?
Yes, she did.
You go closer and closer to port, and let's see. I'm going to just do a roll.
Trying to fix back my hair, but it's
Highs or lows?
nice.
Okay, the people that are there, they said highs. You said?
Yes.
Okay. Passive perceptions.
15.
Okay. You see the fin of something in the water. Y'all know what sharks are. I won't even be vague about this. So yeah, that exists in your realm. Let's just have another roll to see how far y'all get to shore.
We're coming into like a organized port, or just coming up onto a beach.
The smart thing to do would be
I would have tried
to the port.
to avoid the port.
Okay, smart. So
Yes.
there is a cliff that is pretty hidden that you can go towards.
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
that.
yeah, then I head that way.
Roll.
Both of us? One of us?
Let's see how well you steer.
Marcon.
Marcon.
Navigating, okay.
I don't.
So what kind of roll? What skill is this?
This is
Athletics.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay, cool. So that's okay. So that's 11.
Let me just see how the waves be doing today. Hold on. 11. I'm going to say that is fine. Like, you guys are barely managing, but you guys are fine. Like, you're really close
We
to
don't
port.
smash it on the rocks.
Nah, you're good. Don't think they're rocks. It's just waves and a shark. You're fine.
Just one shark. Just a shark.
So we go back to Draik Tilt in town. Another perception roll for me, please.
Okay. Alright, so that would be 13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, alright. Nothing noticed. So you know that Draik has a bunch of enemies. You do cause a lot of trouble wherever you go.
That's true.
I'm gonna roll to hit. That's real.
Oh wait, what do I see in the market?
What's your AC?
Okay. AC is currently 16.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you what you see in a bit.
What you catch?
Damn it. Okay, you see a piece of rock fly past you. You are about to see the rock close up, but like that AC though. And you turn around and you see a few commoners who noticed what you did with the blind girl and are here to.
Okay, so I'm running.
Oh, okay.
I could think about this one.
Like, I'm just gonna, like, no, I'm leaving this town. Where's the best place to run to?
You can go towards the outskirts. You can go towards the cliff. That you don't think nobody will probably follow you there.
Alright, I will go towards the cliff
Okay.
area. Hopefully they just want to run me out of town.
Okay, fair enough. Otto, you have reached the bottom of the hill. It's a very long trek. It's a very big plantation that you have. But you know what? First world problems. The time it takes to walk from your front gates to the front step is so long. You get to town eventually. This is pretty much. Is Otto athletic? Would this be like the longest he's walked?
No, not the longest he's walked, but he definitely isn't athletic.
Okay, so he makes it to town. Yeah, let's say that you've rebelled or run out of the house a few times. So like you're used to at least this part of it by now, and you are in the town. You can see regular spots that you usually hit up, like a bar, like a hotel. The marketplace is there. You see a couple of your friends at the bar. It has a nice view of the ocean and everything, so it's a pretty cool hangout spot.
Yeah, I guess get there first just to see what the haps are today.
Okay, you go towards the bar. you see some of your friends. Okay, let's invent some names. Debbie, Taunt, Ostentatious. They're all elves. Give me a fancy name. Caviar, Bruschetta.
You know what you know. You read it. It's like ostentatious. I can't.
Cornelius?
I'm saving Cornelius for after. I actually, what I did was because you see I'm playing. Which one of these would take a shot at a time? Pick a game, dominoes or Ludi? Okay. Okay. So, in the interest of time, I'm going to do a abridged version of this game. But can somebody please explain to me how regular Ludi works for anybody who does not know?
It's a 4-person game. Each person represents a color or country or grouping.
Right.
And you get 4 pieces, and you roll a pair of dice to decide when your pieces can move onto the board itself.
In this case, it's the regular dice, the D6.
Right. And when you get, if you roll a dice and you get a 6, then one of your pieces can be born, is what they call it, when you go onto the actual board where you can move around the board. And the aim of the game is to simply run a lap of the board, and when you come back around to what would be your home stretch, you go off the mobile board to an inner board, where the goal is to just get all of your pieces around a lap into the inner board to that final
right, to get all pieces home. So how this D&D version of it will work, I'm also going to introduce a mechanic where y'all play as NPCs. I don't want to be all gendered about it, so does anybody want to be debutante?
Sure.
Karl is debutante.
Ostentatious.
Ostentatious. And what was it? Caviar, Bruschetta. Drew.
Caviar?
Caviar Bruschetta is kind of a snack.
Yes, perfect.
Nice.
So how it will work is everybody gets out your D6s, and we'll do it turn by turn. First person to roll a 6 gets to begin rolling a D20. First person to have their D20 add up to a 20 score, it means they got everybody home. You see money on the table, Otto. You know that these people always play for money. It's done the drinking that I rather playing for money. Life is good.
I checked my coin pouch, how much is in there?
Let me check your coin purse as well to see how much was in your bug-out bag. The nobles start with what? 25 gold pieces. Okay, so it's 5 a pop.
I just watch.
You just watch.
It's like, hey guys, we're playing. What's it called?
Ludi, say Ludi. Or if you want to call it fantasy Ludi, sure.
It's
Yeah.
which
It's
is the original name.
Oh, well.
Hey guys, we're playing Ludo again. Nice.
Yeah, we're playing
You-
for money. Coming in or not?
Yeah, man, we're playing for money.
Go! I just want to win again. Let's go.
You're not gonna win this time.
I always win.
Just watch for now.
Okay, I can for the sake of getting you into gambling, do you want me to lower it to 1 gold a pop?
I mean,
Come on,
I
man.
think it could do a goal.
Come on, Ottowan's wrong.
Really?
Really? Why you gotta be so cheap?
Okay, yeah.
That is pocket
Otto,
number.
don't embarrass me in front of.
That
No,
is
it's-
pocket number
no,
2.
Too late.
It's
Come
fine.
on, man, it'll be
No,
fun.
no. We need more people in the game. I haven't beaten him in a long time. Come join.
Doing for 1 goal.
Okay, so 1 gold a pop. Alright, so roll all these 6s, starting. Hold on, it's turn by turn. So Austin started, didn't get a 6. Go with Debbie, who's Karl.
I always win.
You rolled 2.
Oh, how am I supposed to roll?
Keep it at the 2 since.
Those 2?
But
Ludo is 2.
let's just start it with.
Let me roll the other one then. Because I've never
That's
rolled.
your one.
No, I'll just start it with him and then go around with 2. So you keep that roll. Roll your D20 and see how far it gets.
14.
14. Okay,
Yeah.
you need 6 more. Roll your 2d6s.
6. Oh, okay. 4.
4. Okay. That's going to be hard to remember. Remember how much y'all need. You need 60 less.
60, yeah.
Come on, Otto! Alright, I got the 6. I got the 6.
Roll the D20.
On my guy. 15.
Alright, not bad. Roll it.
6.
Everybody gets that. Okay, I'm glad I gave you 2 dice. 11. Alright, go again.
So how much gold am I about to collect? 6.
Oh, okay. Debbie. Debbie goes around the table just collecting up
cheated.
gold.
It's just love.
I just
It's
slipped the coin
always
first
just
into
love.
my bosom.
It's her bosom.
She was distracted.
I'm examining her dice.
I thought you were going to her bosom.
Bartender, I'll pay for the next round here. With them.
Are you going back in? I see your face.
My rebellious streak and my
And your
sore losing in nature. Yes, I will.
budding gambling addiction.
You know.
We just started off with a gambling addiction.
You know. Yes.
Alright, this time let's start off right. Zoe, go ahead with the 2 dice.
Rolling a 6 again. And 5 and a 3.
Okay. Karl.
Suppose I could use another coin or 2. Maybe a new dress. 6.
Go and roll your 20.
Check it. It was the same dice she used the last time.
13.
Oh, I thought it was
Oh,
a
so
okay.
now we're finally gonna check her dice.
No.
No.
Don't worry, Caviar. I'll take care of things next week.
6.
Yeah, with my money.
Precisely.
8.
How many D20?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 5 too.
Okay. 5 and 4. She cheats every time.
Only with the cute one. 3. So
Okay.
that puts me at
16.
16.
16, okay. Otter still has a chance, like, you should definitely do that thing where they
Yes,
lay on the board
6.
where they have 2 things put on top
Oh,
of
yeah,
each other
yeah,
and nobody
yeah.
can pass
Yeah.
and they block the game.
Alright, so that's 6.
Then that's this one. Is that one?
D20.
Oh, I got a 20. Yes, I win.
Ah, okay.
Alright.
I feel like we should check someone else's.
Yeah, you're buying?
So, definitely Caviar just take like 2 gold pieces from you. This usually wouldn't be a problem at all, like no major ish, 0 problem. But you've been cut off recently and you just lost 2 gold out of the 25 that you have to your name. Cassandra nudges you like, if you want, just leave the bar.
Well, guys, good stuff. Guess I'll see you
Here we
next
go.
time.
Living
I have
up
some
and
stuff to do down the road.
But I thought you wanted to buy me some more drinks. Come on, play another round.
Oh, no, I
Yeah,
have
come on,
some
man.
shopping on the market.
Really? Ugh, he's so boring these days.
Oh,
His
these
abolitionist is fine.
And we're back at sea with Amari and Marcon. You guys are pretty close to shore. Give me another navigation roll. Marcon, you're still the one steering this?
Yes.
Okay.
It's my boat, I'm steering
I
them.
don't want to be responsible.
I'm not gonna let strangers try to navigate my ship.
You sure you're not?
14.
Okay. Let's see how the sea is feeling today. Oh, same 11s, pretty calm sea. Yeah, you can't. A shark can't bite you on the
No more swimming.
I'd like to see you try pulls out sword.
and finally, Dex save.
When she does that, she's hitting onto the ship.
I'm not actually gonna stop the shot. What?
9.
25.
Alright. Hold on, let's see how savvy the. Oh, no. This man's
Did
mad.
you wake up?
He's just like
under
centered
motivations.
on the board. Like something's just weighing him down.
You
He's
have the
basically.
luggage on you.
Yeah.
Instead of 25, I saved myself and then like put my leg against it to stop it from falling off.
Alright, so a huge wave Marcon just knocks you to the side. So like it comes over, sweeps. Amari grabs onto Xavier, who apparently is just bolted down somehow. You just get. You do get, however, very close to shore, swimming distance. But I'm gonna need y'all to roll some initiative.
Are you in the water right now?
Yes.
Oh, good God.
Oh, no. Oh,
What was them rolls?
13.
10.
Okay.
The shark have all this and the shark have better things to do. I know the shark has better things to do. I know it.
Let's see actually. Highs or lows?
Oh, what is something? Lows. The shark do not have better things to do?
The shark do not have better things to do. There's blood on the deck. And y'all are on the deck. With age 16, this shark gonna go first.
No there.
I soon ask you back for them rolls. What was the initiative?
10, 13.
Marcon, 10.
Okay. So it's Reef Shark, then Amari, then Marcon.
Question.
Yes.
I'm no longer piloting the boat, correct?
Yeah, but you got it real close to shore.
Okay.
Close enough, like maybe 30, 40 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see it come towards you like mouth open, and then it just closes mouth, swim past, and then come around again.
It missed.
No, yes, it missed.
Okay. It's like, is it just taunting us now?
No, I rolled trying to hit.
Okay.
And it is your turn, Amari.
Okay, how far is the shark? Within
It's-
melee range, or would I have to?
It's like 20 feet. So you're in the boat, it's about 20 feet away from you.
At what speed is the boat moving?
It is, I'm going to say shark speed, 40 feet.
Can I ram the shark with the boat?
Holy hell, go, navigate. Let's see this. There's a vehicle proficiency, you can add that to your thing.
I have that. Oh,
I think you
What's
do.
the vehicle?
Yeah.
No,
What did you roll?
that's 10.
Let's see if this shark is dexterous. 10 plus, because you can add your proficiency. Or do you already?
I did.
Oh. Okay, this shark not dexterous. Got out of the way, just dived down.
But if nothing else, the boat is closer to you.
What are you doing? No!
Marcon, your turn.
I'm sorry, did you
She's
want to
nearly
say
run
the
me over
water
with
by
the boat
yourself?
right now, correct?
Huh?
She's nearly run me over with the boat now.
It's
correct?
like in front of you. With a 10, I'll say she didn't ram the shark, but she's piloted the boat like to be there. So
Yeah, get out the boat. Stop complaining. Y'all complain too much. Alright, that's not my accent. Get it eventually.
I'm going to mutter some strange words, reach for my bit of driftwood, dive under the water, and you're going to see the well, she's above, so she wouldn't really see it.
she's not going to see anything.
Inside the conch shell, it's going to start to glow blue, and you're going to see a little, like a bubble pop out and shoot towards the shark, and he needs to make a wisdom save as I cast Animal Friendship.
Oh, because that sounded very scary. Damn, is a white shark though. This shark don't want to be your friend as a 17.
Yikes!
Shark is hungry.
And I'm holding out my hand, which is technically a morsel of food.
The shark is just looking tasty. Eat arm instead.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm gonna swoop to the boat and try and climb the boat.
Right?
Yes.
So yeah, I'll get to the salt on it. So yeah, we good. Nice and tasty.
Okay, so you're on the boat.
No, I'm sorry, we have to pause. Are we suggesting that sharks like their food with salt on it?
Yeah, it's salt water.
They
never think
live
that.
in. Alright.
That's
Good
fair.
joke. You
Alright.
don't have to think about it too
I
hard.
won't. I refuse to.
I believe that. They live in it. Like, anyway.
All of their food has salt on it.
Yeah, and they're not salty enough because they haven't been swimming in brine long enough. So that's why the shark makes it. Okay, so you guys are close enough to shore. You both are on the boat. You have one more turn left before you get to
I'll drive. Stop. Give it. And I'm gonna wrench control of the rudder from her.
In the same turn? No, before you know.
Oh, hold on. It is the shark's turn, but it can't really do nothing. I don't think it would just leap up onto that boat for no
I
reason.
How
want
hungry
it
is
to.
It's not that. Highs or lows?
Highs. Highs is hungry.
Okay, this is a 51, so it's hungry, but not that hungry. Like you see, like it does that jump out just and like side eyes you and then jumps back in the water.
I give him the finger.
He wants the finger. You guys, it's your turn. Say you're out of initiative unless somebody's back in the water. You can't just go to shore.
Please.
You have a cliff face and oh shit, stealth rolls.
No. Yeah.
You beat a 15?
8. Yeah.
You?
Yeah. It's
4.
nice.
You yelled at her very loudly to get out of the way for no reason after she saved your life.
She nearly ran me over with my boat and she's piloting my ship badly. My boat.
Drake, do a perception check for me, please.
Okay, poorly. That would be a 5.
Oh, you beat a 4.
Exactly.
Okay, so you can make it to shore unless you want to murder this shark.
What?
You can make it to shore unless y'all want to murder this shark. Whoever is navigating has the choice.
I have better things to do than turn around and attack sharks.
Does he?
I'm tempted to attack the shark.
She turns to you and says, "Live your life, I won't stop you.
Or die trying.
Or die your death, it's up to you. But I'm going to shore, and I don't know you."
Head to shore.
To shore. Okay, so there's a cliff face that's
Maybe I'll try that responsibility now.
so fine. Drake, you notice with your very, very perceptive 5. But before that, I need to see if you'll outrun some villagers. Can you please roll athletics for shit?
I forgot that was happening.
Athletics?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 19.
They got a 1. One of them broke their ankle. I blame you.
Good.
So you look down and you see a human and a half elf just disembark.
No, you don't. You say a human.
A human and an indistinguishable woman who is fraternizing with a human. And
Okay.
a
So
human
I'm
and
just
an
going to
empty
assume
boat.
2 random humans just showed up on shore.
yes, on the
Okay.
at the bottom of a cliff, and you just saw a shark jump out the water after them. So like,
Oh,
You're
okay,
basically-
so they're
One
running from the
second.
shark.
Did I roll stealth to just stand up there and pose?
oh shoot, you did a very good stealth
I
roll.
did.
You only see a human.
Okay, so I do see something.
And then 2 indiscernible figures that it looks like the human may have captured.
Okay, so I'm gonna head down there. Check it out.
Okay. Oh.
It's a cliff, right?
Yes.
Nice.
I look around. Do I see like any pathway to like?
It's like a sheer cliff face. You can probably
I have to
throw
climb down?
something down to them. If
Oh, okay.
Where does 2 not at?
Pretty sure I would have rope on me. So how far down is it?
yeah, well, like this would be 70 feet maybe. 50. Probably 50.
50. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna try and throw down the rope and basically yell to them like, hey, you need help?
Looking up the cliff, I see another elf.
I see
Yes.
an elf, like a,
A
sun
sun elf.
elf.
Tan, long hair.
I
Just
turned
right
to
down.
him.
Yeah,
And
can
I
you give me
say-
a hand?
Let's no. Perhaps no.
I shout to him, yeah, come give us a hand.
Awesome. The rope is already down there.
Okay.
I'm currently beaching the boat.
Like,
Putting the
do I
mattress
see
on
anything
top.
I can tie the rope to?
Perhaps no. Perhaps we should do
Uh.
not that.
Perhaps we should get the witness and get rid of the witness.
Highs or lows?
Thanks.
Oh shit, your boat is mad smashed up. Like when you brought it over, you did it safe, that's fine.
Yeah.
Waves, cliff face. Can you roll to grab Savvy, please? Any one of you who cares at this
Jesus
point?
Christ.
No.
Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
16.
Okay. He's in your hand. Might mess up the climb a bit.
I'm boxing.
I'm sorry.
I'm kneeling on the sand, just staring at the.
You do have sand. You have like raw,
On
jagged.
the
Really? There's
Stone,
nothing to
jagged
stand
rock.
on?
It's just cliff
It's
face.
cliff face, so it's rock and rock and rock.
So we aim the boat towards a cliff face?
To not go into the port, yes.
So it's a cliff face and port
Pretty
and
much.
Have you been to Negril?
That's it.
This is the West.
That's true.
There was a bit of research that went into.
You're not wrong. You're not even wrong.
So yeah, the boat is bye bye. Zavi's in your hands, so that's cool.
I slapped him several times to see if he would wake the hell up.
That did not help. Climbing.
Throw down some rope.
He
I
did.
did. The rope is there. Like I tied the rope to like a tree or something to
Yes.
stay secured.
I'm
I'm
gonna
actually
look at
holding
the
on to the rope
boat.
just
Is there anything left of the boat that could be useful?
Well, you pick up a lot of driftwood and detritus, so it's all driftwood and detritus. I don't know if you want to make a shillelagh or something.
I'm gonna break up.
What you guys doing there for so long?
You
Come
can
on.
hit people with the stick. It's a good stick.
I'm gonna break off. If I can find a piece of the rudder, I'm just gonna like break off a small piece and just keep that with me. Just like a chunk of wood.
Okay.
Just a memento.
Alright.
Back.
And climbing up.
I'm looking around to see if there's any alternate route because he is not conscious and
Shit, there's a shark. Okay.
Do I see the shark?
Raw perception, let's see, so. No. You do not
19.
see a shark.
19
This
shark.
shark rolled at 20 still. I'm telling you this behind the screen. You think the shark is gone.
Cool.
Marcon thinks shark gone.
Alright, let's tie your friend to the rope and then you can pull him up. You want to go first or should I?
yes, actually that makes a lot more sense.
Which one?
Sabi is an actual elf, so this might probably go better if he goes up first.
He's unconscious. He's
He's
literally dead
unconscious.
weight.
Well, I shows noodle arms, waves them in the wind, cannot lift him.
I agree. And I start climbing the rope.
Okay.
This is helpful
This shark is rolling such shit attack roll. I just have to assume he's under the water biting the pieces of the boat that have come off.
And I'm gonna climb up the rope to get up to random person.
Meanwhile, I'm
guy
trying
who's
to-
being friendly.
Athletic checks.
I'm just tying Sabi to the rope for now.
Swag. 8.
Okay, you are currently in some like craggy, like I'll give you all something to stand on, but like right now you are just on driftwood in the water.
Oh, falling into water? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to tie
Alright.
Sabi to the rope. Can you pull him up, please?
Yes, I will do that.
Deck save real
What's
quick.
taking you guys so long?
I don't know, it might pump up.
3.
4 damage.
What is that save?
Ooh, I know.
Alright. Okay, what's taking us so long? I don't know. Perhaps the sheer cliff face is making it a little bit difficult. Also the fact that we have no surface to stand on. But I'm sorry for moving so slow.
It's not his fault. He's helping.
I was asking why we're taking so long. We're being attacked by a shark.
Let me know when it's my turn again.
Is it
It's
his
your turn.
I'm trying to tie Abby to the rope so he can get pulled up.
Okay, that's done.
Alright, can you pull him up?
What's taking you guys so long? And yes, I can pull you guys up.
Athletics, real quick.
Pull him up! What's taking us so...
Or strength.
Are they all like this?
Wow.
Oh, I heard that.
What was the raw roll?
Water.
12.
Okay, yeah, you get him
I
up.
fell.
You know?
Okay, well,
Yep.
oh,
You put him back down the rope?
Yeah. Oh.
You just
So I helped him up, right?
No, just Savvy.
Unconscious
Just
death
Savvy.
guy.
The
Yes.
unconscious elf.
There's an unconscious elf in front of
You
me.
were
Yes.
not conscious, alright.
Okay, fine.
Drop down the rope
On
again.
the rope again.
Okay, I'm trying to help him out of the
Yeah,
water
but first.
first.
How the shark attacks? Does he have advantage? No,
He does not.
he does not.
Bad shirt.
Shank is just nudging your legs gently.
Man.
Anyone, like both
No, you
times.
said I fell in the water. That's why.
Yeah, so just
My
like.
skin is nice and smooth from where it abraided it. Like,
So,
helping him out to the water if I can.
yeah, the rope is there. It's like, boom.
No, so you don't need help out to the water then.
It's whether or not you're climbing or just like
Okay.
treading.
Okay, I'm going to try climbing. Can I make it acrobatics and not athletics?
Yeah.
Because I don't have that. Okay.
Is acrobatic, yeah.
Plus 3 plus 19. 19.
Okay, yeah, you are up there. I used it in the water.
I am. Well, there's a shark in the water, so I'm gonna climb out.
Athletics or acrobatics. With a 19, by the way, Amari, you just like that circus thing, just hands alone. The
Like
legs
having
are
backwards, upside down at some point.
No, that's a 20.
That's a 15.
Okay, that's enough. Like, you are a bit injured from the fall, but you do it right. And so you are at the edge of the cliff. Drake Tilt is supposed to help you up. I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative, including Otto, who is not nearby.
Okay, I got a 19.
18.
Oh, no. It's not 24.
Yeah.
22.
Total 20, sir.
7.
Dear God. Remember those numbers. I didn't put them in somewhere somehow.
18,
Okay.
19, 24.
Numbers again.
22.
24.
20?
7? I'm here too, guys.
Okay, so some bullshit going to be happening here, and I just want y'all to be here for it. And I apologize in advance.
You're always here for it.
So Drake Tilt, while your hands are at the edge, just real quickly just slap some handcuffs on y'all.
Drake does?
Drake Tilt does this. And pulls out a pistol
Yeah, that's what I do.
and points it. Yeah. But
So she's up there,
yeah.
Zabby's up there, and I'm dangling.
I'm gonna tell you guys to stay
You
here.
got
Oh.
no, like so she is barely up there. Just handcuff real quick.
Right, but that's
So
what I'm saying.
you-
Is she up on the cliff and I'm at the edge? So she's standing, she climbed up first.
So how I'm imagining this is handcuff her, pull her up, and aim pistol at you.
Okay, cool.
But before anything can happen, and the role you did, Drew, is amazing.
Yeah, I know.
You
It was
see,
meant to be.
you see a lizard folk jump out of the bushes with some weird, handcrafted cutlass out of the bushes. And Drew, can you please introduce for me your actual character?
Yes.
Ah.
I
Hold on. Drew said to me, I want to do some bullshit, and I said, yes, of course. Please introduce for me, Drew.
Hi.
Sonny.
My name is Sonny, a lizard folk character. He is basically like, not really like a freedom fighter. He's just a fighter who basically planned his revenge against Drake Tilt. After Drake Tilt sold off his friends. Well, 3 kids that were basically trying to help him out and basically heal him after he was injured at the fight.
What was Sonny's background again?
Sonny is a fire traveler. He
Yes.
basically has been all around this island searching for this guy, and just today he finally found him.
I had him doing perception checks the whole time for Sonny, who has been like doing real good. So make your first, whatever you want to do.
Okay, so I attack.